Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
The ARC of Cass County is asking for your help in finding a woman that stole an entire cart of items from their 43rd Street South location in Fargo. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Katie Opperly. Valley News Team's Kelly Hubbard sat down with the store manager who says employees were left confused and frustrated by the situation.
Pulling up to the cash register is a woman with a full cart of items at the ARC of Cass County. She lifts up a freshly priced vintage table, examines it before placing it back down in her cart. Store manager Dawn Nystrom tells us she had a full bag of items under her arm, partially covering it with her coat. She walks around the corner, grabs her cart, and takes off.
She confused the cashier on this till enough to think that she had purchased stuff over on the other side.
So to be sure, Nystrom says she rounded up the cashiers that worked that Tuesday afternoon, asking if anyone rang her up, and nobody did.
So frustrating because we are, we're a charity.
With a mission to provide advocacy and educate people with disabilities.
Yes, we get these items for free. Yes, we do make a profit off of these items, but the profits go to the ARC of Cass County.
This is the backside of the ARC where people can donate just about anything, but one thing that they're asking is for people to not donate before or after hours. They're saying that items that are left outside can be stolen too.
Connect 4 and Yeti and this My Spaghetti and Perfection.
We're so grateful for the donations that we get. Like I said, we get awesome things here.
She says that items can make a mess outside and could be ruined. So the next time you plan on donating, they ask that you make sure someone is out there to help you bring your stuff inside. In Fargo, Kelly Hubbard, Valley News Live.
If you have seen this woman in the video or have any information, you're asked to report it to police. A car fire in Thief River Falls led to a much bigger issue, spreading to 3 garages and 2 homes around 11:30 this morning. Officials say they believe the fire started from an electrical issue in a car parked in the garage at 335 Kendall Avenue North, engulfing the 2-car garage in flames and damaging a total of 5 different structures. Officials say the 2-car garage is a total loss, but crews were able to save the homes. There were no injuries. One man was arrested for starting a string of dumpster fires in downtown Fargo. Investigation led police to Carl Thronson, who confessed to starting these fires. Thronson is being held in jail for endangering by fire. A Minnesota woman was killed in a motorcycle crash yesterday. Officials say 66-year-old Stephen Dunkley was driving south on Highway 119 near 340th Street when he lost control, killing his passenger, 72-year-old Linda Brandstrom. Officials say alcohol was involved and that Dunkley was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Employees are fixing and cleaning up their store after a car crashed into Minnesota's largest candy store in Jordan. The store owner says a car was on Highway 169 and flew off the road in the middle of the night, smashing through a fence and launching into the candy store. The car took out windows, studs, and damaged a chocolate display table with the most expensive candy in the store.
He destroyed about 15 feet of it, and fully loaded, that chocolate table is worth about $50,000.
Wagner says they worked through the night repairing the hole, and thankfully everyone is okay. Rain is in the forecast this week, but it was a dry spring in parts of North Dakota. That lack of rain affected many farmers' hay crops. Now, the North Dakota Ag Department has set up a hay hotline where farmers can find hay to purchase. Ag Commissioner Doug Goring says a lot of farmers and ranchers have struggled due to the dry weather, so the hay hotline is available for those who are interested. For more information, you can go to nd.gov/NDDA.
I like to recycle because I know I'm helping the planet, our country, animals especially.
Several cities are now taking a hard look at their recycling programs. Some city officials, including Fargo's mayor, say it's something they have to do as China is no longer importing trash. Valley News Team's Joshua Bagero looks at how the city of Fargo is proposing to deal with that issue.
City workers like Lance Volk work 365 days a year picking up recycled material at the city's more than 20 drop-off sites.
That's why we have to work 7 days a week pretty much, is everything's full.
Volk says they're getting more cardboard boxes, and a lot of it is because of online delivery.
The biggest thing for cardboard is just breaking down boxes. That's the reason half of them get full all the time is, people come in with a big box, don't break it down.
Yet as more recyclables pile up, hundreds of cities are either scaling back or ending their recycling programs. Last year, China stopped accepting most foreign recyclables, leaving most trash with nowhere to go. At a proposed budget hearing, Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney says the city needs to be more realistic with their recycling.
We can't get rid of all the trash we have in regards to that. As you know, China isn't taking it as much, so it's actually increased. We used to have revenue came in from this area.
The city's proposing a $65,000 increase to its recycling budget next year and a $1 fee increase to its curbside recycling service. More than 21,000 homes participated last year in curbside recycling. The program began in 2017 by charging homeowners $3 a month for a 96-gallon bin. Documents show the city spent $1.2 million for bins for 25,000 homes. At the time, the city said it would take at least 5 years to pay them off through user fees. A city worker I spoke to says one of the issues that they come across is people tossing garbage in their recycling bins, which spoils the whole bin. That's why he says you should read what's acceptable and not acceptable before tossing in your garbage. Despite the nationwide cuts to recycling, many people we spoke to say recycling is important.
It's going to destroy our country if we don't keep recycling and help everybody.
They say it's about protecting the environment. In Fargo, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
We reached out to Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney for comment, and he says he'll be available to speak on the city's recycling program sometime this week. A couple of construction updates for drivers starting tomorrow. Southbound 25th Street South will be down to one lane between 35th and 36th Avenue South. The closure is expected to last up to 4 days. Also, 2nd Avenue North will be closed between Broadway and Roberts Street for 21 days. This is the first phase of the Roberts Alley reconstruction, expected to be done in October.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with no wait weather.
Well, good evening. We've had a day that had featured some cloud cover. We had some sunshine mixed in there too, even some sprinkles. And now the rain is taking over for those of us in the south and west. You can see that area of rain working its way into the James River Valley. Eastern North Dakota, mostly cloudy skies right now. And these are going to move into the Minnesota side of the Red River as well. So some changes happening for us, not only in the form of cloud cover and rain, but also cooler weather to start the week coming up as well. But first off, those showers are pushing into Edgeley, western parts of Lemoore County, back up into western Stutzman County. The lightning associated with this is a little farther south, down into South Dakota, right along the state line there. We'll expand the view and show you the movement of this. This is essentially the first round. So I know some of you in the Northern Valley, or a lot of you in the Northern Valley, are hoping for some rain. Looks like you may miss out on this first round. We have more coming in for tomorrow as this continues to just kind of work its way eastward here this evening. Now our temperatures are into the 60s in most spots. It's 67 degrees in Fargo. It's 68 in Grand Forks. A little cooler up to the northeast where we've been a little drier. We've got clear skies there. It's 56 degrees in Badette right now. And your winds are very light out of the northeast, less than 10 miles per hour. So that hasn't been an issue and will continue to be pretty quiet for us tonight. Of course, unless we get a thunder shower rolling through, as these showers and thunder showers continue to be more numerous over the next couple of days. So this is 6 a.m. tomorrow. So overnight tonight, we're going to watch those areas of rain move in. We've got temperatures tomorrow morning starting mainly in the 50s and 60s, but again, up to the northeast where we're more clear. We might see ourselves dip into the 40s again. And then heading into the rest of the day tomorrow, another round of rain and thunderstorms moves in. This is 9 a.m. by the way. So still into the morning, late morning, this spreads eastward and moves into other parts of the Northern Valley too, northwest Minnesota. and then we may see another round after that. So the bottom line here is that we've got mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, unsettled weather, chances at some rain, and cool temperatures as a result. We'll be into the 50s up in the north. Some of us along the international border may be struggling to get to 60 degrees. And then down in the south, maybe a little warmer here, but into the low 70s. But in between, spending that day stuck in those 60s in most of the valley. Now into the afternoon and evening, you can see some colorful returns showing up here in our future radar. Now watch what happens into the evening hours. We see a couple of storms blossom into what looks like stronger storms. And we do have the potential for a few of these that develop to become severe, especially in that western part of our viewing area, and also producing a good amount of rain even into the late night hours for tomorrow night. So here's a look at our severe risk. We've got a marginal risk, which means again a couple of these storms could become severe in the Stutzman County area, the James River Valley area, and surrounding region. A look at our rainfall potential. This has been shifting, and that gives you an idea that it's hard to pin down where we're going to see the heaviest rain, but it gives you also an idea of where we're more or how much rain we're likely to see in some spots. And we're looking at in yellow here an inch potentially. This is starting tonight, continuing through tomorrow, and even into Tuesday we'll have a chance for some lingering rain. So an opportunity at picking up some good moisture after some dry days recently. Here's a look at your 7-day planner. Next couple of days, cool 60s to about 70s. Some lingering showers, maybe even an afternoon thunder shower or two. Tuesday, we get a break midweek, some sunshine Wednesday, and heading into the weekend, looking to warm things up back into the 80s, more August feeling temperatures coming up for the end of the week, but still a bit unsettled.
Some of these temperatures are already making me think of fall.
I know. We've had some cool mornings too. We've had some areas in the 40s. So yeah, we've had kind of a cool start to our August.
I don't know, I'm looking forward to it or not.
Well, hopefully we get these 80s later this week so we can still feel like we're in summertime.
All right, thanks, Lisa. Still ahead tonight, Jeffrey Epstein's death is provoking conspiracy theories. Find out which one has the president tweeting about it next.